What's going on, guys? Jordan here, coming back at you again with another episode of Beer Reviews. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a review of the one and only, the ever so elusive Pabst Light. I have been looking for this stuff for literally months. And if you guys watched my beer vlog today, you would have seen the moment that I actually finally found it at a Rhodes gas station of all places. So I picked up a 12-pack, and it was only like $11.98 after tax. So it's cheaper than Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Lite. Right around the same price as the, well, I guess the Hulk Hogan's beer is a few cents more. It's 12-something. This is $11.98, but pretty close in price. I actually picked up some of that earlier as well, also in the vlog. But I wanted to review this, been wanting to review it. I've seen lots of reviews of it. Seen mixed reviews, obviously, as with anything. It says at the top, America's quality light beer, Pabst Light Beer, 96 calories, crisp and refreshing, 3.5 carbs, 12-ounce can. So finally, after all these months, I'm finally going to get to try it for myself. So, going to be using just a regular beer mug tonight for a regular old classic light beer. At least I hope that's what it's going to be. Well, there's some water spots on my glass. Trying to remain as professional as possible. Let's go ahead and pop the top. It's like a sweet, grainy, corny, malty. It smells like PBR. Like if I'm remembering that correctly. It smells like PBR. Let's get it into a glass or the mug. Okay, it looks very, very light in color. That is about to spill over the top, but it did not. Very, very clear visually. Very clear, lightly yellow. It's very, very pale. It's a very pale light beer. Got just a little bit left here. Now that is a textbook mug of beer, if I ever seen it. 3-finger head. I don't know why my voice did that. 3-finger head. Light, soapy. Yeah, it has that classic PBR smell to it. It's like corny, grainy. Malty. It smells like PBR, so it smells pretty good. Any information? That's pretty cool. It's got like Pabst written there on the side in silver. Really like the can design of this. It's definitely going to be a keeper. And that head died very, very fast. So that's a little weird, but nonetheless, we're going to dive in and see what the taste is about, because that's the most important part. It's not the visuals, it's not the head, it's the taste. So, cheers. Pabst Light. Let's give it a review. Cheers. Okay. It's got a little tiny hint of the PBR classic taste towards the end, I guess, kind of. Not a whole lot of flavor, I'll be honest. It's less flavorful than Miller Lite. It's less flavorful than Coors Light. It's even less flavorful than Bud Light. And it's definitely less flavorful than the real American beer. Really easy drinking, light-bodied, super smooth, goes down literally like water. The carbonation is kind of low. It's like if there's any beer that it's replicating or trying to, not necessarily trying to replicate or taste like anything, but it's closer to a Michelob Ultra than it is something like a Coors Light or a Miller Lite or a Bud Light. It's really, really light on taste. It's so light on taste that I would even want to call this like an ultra light. And I mean, I guess I should have known that by the color alone. I mean, that it looks like Michelob Ultra in the glass. I expected more flavor. I really don't know why Beer Advocate gives it a decent score when they give Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Lite, Natural Light, Keystone Light, all of those, they give them horrible scores. But this literally has less flavor than those beers. And some people are raving about this stuff. And if you want to know my honest opinion about it, it's kind of a disappointing beer, honestly. I don't get where anyone could think that this is a better option than any of those other big boys that we all know and love and purchase on the weekends. It's just a light beer. It's easy to drink. Goes down smooth. Goes down like water. It is a very, very light beer. There's not much to it at all. It is one of the lightest beers I've ever had. Has a little bit of flavor at the end. It's like beer flavored water. And that's disappointing. Easy to drink, obviously, but light beers are easy to drink. They're still allowed to have flavor. But I guess the people that made this didn't get that hint. That light beer can be light, easy drinking, and refreshing, but still have some flavor. That's where this stuff succeeds. Above and beyond. Real American beer, very flavorful, very good for a light beer. It's 110 calories. You're not worried about calories when you're drinking beer, let's be honest. This is 96 calories. This tastes like it has less than that because it's so light. But let's go ahead and get another sip, give it a rating. This is what I searched for. This is what I was so desperate to find. One of the most bland, light-flavored beers I've ever had. And I expected more coming from Pabst Blue Ribbon. I used to drink that stuff like it was going out of style. It's not very sweet. It's more of a dry finish. And it kind of leaves you with nothing. So it's super pale. The head died super fast. The carbonation's pretty low on this. It's not got a lot. It does not have a lot of flavor to it. So I have to rate it, honestly, in the style of a light beer. I'm going to have to rate it in two ways, kind of. If you're somebody who's not the biggest fan of the taste of beer, but you want to drink a lot of beer and get, to where you want to be, then this is going to be right there around where Michelob Ultra is. It's going to be a super easy drinking beer that gets you where you want to be. It's still 4.2% ABV, just like all the other big boys. But it has less flavor, meaning you're going to enjoy it more. The colder it is, the better it's going to drink. You're going to enjoy this probably more than you would the Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, Keystone Light, Natural Light, if you're not the biggest fan of beer. However, if you're people like me and people like the people I watch and people who watch me, we like the flavor of beer. So this isn't going to fit the bill. Would I drink it? Yes. If that's, for some reason, that's all the store had, yes, I would drink it. I would still be able to enjoy my night. It's still crisp, clean, and refreshing. It doesn't taste bad. I'm just saying it doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. So that's why it's disappointing. So if I'm going to rate it in the way that I'm going to rate it, as someone who likes beer, I'm going to give it, for a light beer, I'm going to give it a, what am I going to give it? I'm going to go 6.5 out of 10. Simply because it doesn't have a lot of flavor. Now, if you're someone who's drinking it and you're not a big fan of beer, you're probably going to rate this like a 9 or a 10 because you're going to be like, it's just super easy to drink. The carbonation's low. There's not a whole lot of flavor. It goes down like water. It's fantastic. I love it, and that's fine. But if you're someone like me who likes the flavor of beer, it's not something I'm going to pick up again. I still have the 12-pack. I will drink them over a span of time, obviously. I'm not just going to go grab them, put them in my fridge, and drink them all tonight. I'm going to be using these for some beer battles. We're going to be doing some blind beer battles with them. We'll see, we'll put it to the test and see what it can do against the other big boys. And I'm really curious. Actually, I'm not really curious. I just want to do it. But I'm going to do it, put it against the real American beer, which I know that's going to end pretty much immediately because I'm going to know which one's which. I don't even have to blind taste test that one, but I will. But I'm going to put it up against Coors Light, Miller Lite, like beers like that, Natural Light. Just have fun with it, do some beer battles, push out some videos. And yeah, so not a bad price. It wasn't expensive. Like I said, it was like $11.98 after tax. So about $12 for a 12-pack, which that used to be the norm. Now the norm's like $14-15. But with that being said, 6.5 out of 10 for the Pabst Light. Pretty disappointing if you are a beer lover. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any suggestions on anything you would like me to try in the future, leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try to find it and give it a review. As always, until next time, cheers, and thanks for watching.